So I'm really excited about the fight we got on our hands today. Deathstroke versus Iron Fist. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Genetically engineered to surpass all human limits, once a soldier, Slade Wilson now works as one of the most feared assassins in the DC universe. He has frequently clashed with the Teen Titans, Batman, the Justice League, Green Arrow, and even gods. As a result of an experiment conducted by the US government, Slade Wilson became a super soldier, with his muscular system hardening and making him way stronger than the average human. He's even strong enough to cut a car in half with his sword. Slade is fast and agile enough to take on entire superhuman teams alone, and he's tagged Kid Flash in combat before, which is just insanely impressive. He also has a nice healing factor, and can recover quickly from injuries much faster than the average human. However, while he can survive gunshots and being stabbed with a sword, his healing factor isn't great enough to allow him to regrow lost eyes or limbs. Slade is genetically engineered to think 9 times faster than the average human being, which gives him incredibly heightened senses, reflexes, and agility. He's able to identify small changes in the air to signify a sneak attack, can cut a fly in half with a paperclip, can fight an entire ninja clan all by himself, and easily dodge point-blank gunfire. Deathstroke is an exceptional fighter, and is an expert in unarmed combat, as well as melee and ranged weapons. Deathstroke now goes into battle wearing the Icon suit, which is powered by his kinetic energy and is bulletproof and even capable of taking punches from Superman. He also carries a Promethean broadsword that is more durable than titanium, a nearly indestructible bow staff that can discharge a powerful energy blast, and various handguns, rifles, explosives, and bladed weapons. In short, Deathstroke is the DCU's premier mercenary and assassin. Then in the other corner of Iron Fist, the latest in a long line of warriors who wielded his power against the wicked, Danny Rand is the Immortal Iron Fist. Protector of the mystical city Kun Lun, he channels the soul of a dragon, making his fist like unto iron, and is one of the greatest martial artists the world has ever known. Iron Fist is trained to be a living weapon, and can harness his spiritual energy, or chi, to augment his physical and mental capabilities to superhuman levels. Typically, Danny possesses the peak level strength of a human without being considered superhuman. He's capable of augmenting his strength to unknown levels, and was able to go toe-to-toe with a being who easily defeated Luke Cage. He can move at incredible speeds, and enhance his speed until he's delivered over 100 punches in just a few seconds. His agility and reflexes are much greater than that of an Olympic athlete, and can dodge gunfire and even catch bullets out of the air. He's also very durable, and has survived point-blank explosions with no real signs of harm. Danny is a master of Kunlun's martial arts, including Kunlun Quan, Shaolin Quan, Judo, Aikido, and Karate. He's one of the greatest fighters ever, battling against Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Colossus. His greatest power, though, is his Iron Fist. With this, he's able to rip through steel and punch his opponents with incredible force. He's been able to knock out Colossus, shatter Scorpion's tail, smash through jets and trains, and he's even brought down the helicarrier before. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now physically, Deathstroke is superior if we're looking at where they begin. Danny is strong to injure Spider-Man with a punch, but all in all, Deathstroke's stronger. He's been able to kick the door off of an airplane, and that actually requires a ton of strength because of the air pressure holding that door in. Slade is also faster, as he's able to dive through the moving blades of an industrial fan, and more durable, thanks to the Icon suit. Then Deathstroke has a nice healing factor on top of that. Both of these guys are insanely skilled fighters, but I will give Iron Fist the edge in that department. Danny is a master in a plethora of different martial arts, and he's arguably one of the top 3 best fighters in the Marvel Universe. You can't really say the same for Deathstroke. Don't get me wrong, he's a gifted fighter, but Slade isn't on the same level as people like Batman, Richard Dragon, and Lady Shiva in pure hand-to-hand combat. However, here's the catch to that. Iron Fist fights with just his hands, while Deathstroke has an incredibly versatile and lethal arsenal. His Promethean broadsword, his energy bow staff, and all his firearms, explosives, and other bladed weapons. All of them could really mess up Danny. I mean, Slade is a master of all sorts of weapons, and he'll be using them all to kill. And really, it's a skilled fighter with a lethal arsenal and a physical advantage versus a more skilled fighter who just fights hand to hand. You can kind of see how that would play out. But here's the catch. Iron Fist chi powers. For starters, they can greatly increase his physical prowess. He can be strong enough to go toe-to-toe with a being to manhandle Luke Cage, be fast enough to move faster than a bullet, and land hundreds of punches in just a few seconds, and be durable enough to survive an explosion that made the nuclear bombing of Hiroshima look like nothing more than a sparkler. So that vastly outclasses Deathstroke in all areas. Then we've also got the Iron Fist to contend with. With this, he can counter a lot of Deathstroke's arsenal. Danny is definitely fast enough to dodge bullets, but he's also been able to catch bullets fired behind him, and while he was several feet away, Danny caught a bullet that a woman fired right next to her head. Then the fist is also hard enough to block the broadsword and could probably destroy it. Then if Danny hits Deathstroke with an Iron Fist, well, then it's game over. Iron Fist has injured the Hulk, knocked out a guy that was fighting against a hammerless Thor, completely stop an oncoming subway train, and bring down the helicarrier with one strike. And Iron Fist can also do other stuff with his chi, like firing energy blast, and even create a huge dragon out of his chi. So, without his chi powers, Deathstroke could likely take down Iron Fist. But if Danny is taking the fight seriously and using his chi powers, well then Iron Fist is definitely winning this one. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for more videos just like this one every single day, and I will see y'all next time.